Hey Taurus, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with your December tarot reading. Let's get started. So, definitely looks like a significant reading for you guys. Definitely looks like a lot is changing in your life, like you're gearing up for a rebirth in a brand new cycle. You might be feeling uncomfortable with that, but it's a good thing. You might not be feeling. You might be feeling very comfortable with that. So it looks like, I want to kind of summarize what I'm seeing and then I want to go through. You're showing up very positively for finances, although it's looking like subconsciously, or you might have deeper beliefs that are subconscious to you, that like there's a lack consciousness. So like you don't have enough, you don't have what you need, you don't have resources or support. It can be a minor thing, one little incident. It can just be about your manifesting power in general or your finances in general. But with that said, I see everything's going really well financially for you. So I feel like you have what you need. You are surrounded by your resources. You have access to your resources. You're really on top of your game. With resources, you are very powerful with your resources, but there's some kind of subconscious belief or something going on under the scenes, behind the scenes, where it's like you feel the opposite for some odd reason. So we're going to look at that. Like, it's almost like things are going well financially, or like you're at a stable point financially, but are you worried about losing it? Are you worried that it won't be there in the future? Are you worried about needing to keep what you've earned really close because you have this belief that, oh, things never work out for me, or I'm always dealing with money issues, or that's just how things go in my life? Now, you have a lot of significant major arcana cards all about things changing, big developments in your life. So that's really exciting. So one thing I'm noticing is there seems like there was a big breakthrough in the recent past, or like you gained some kind of information that you were waiting for. You kind of were able to see how the situation balanced out, and it was unmistakable. You got this answer, or something was revealed where it was clear how all the chips fell. And life is shifting. Fate is working in your life. So it's moving you forward. You're turning a corner. The events of life are speeding up, and you're going to be progressing. And then I see you going through this whole huge change, this whole rebirth, shedding, what you've outgrown, moving forward, embracing this whole new self, or a more authentic self, and really starting this exciting new future, this really abundant, passionate new direction, new cycle. So what is this about? Let's look into this. So the first card represents your present situation. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of abundance. This is a woman walking around on her estate, enjoying all of her resources. So, she has this beautiful garment. She just had a really nice lunch, probably. She's picking her flowers in her gardens. She's talking to her animals. She's enjoying her grounds and her estate and her gardens and, outside. So, it's like saying you've achieved all this stuff, you've worked for it, and this is like an independent has an independent aspect. So like you have amassed all these resources, you are in a good stable situation, you're enjoying what you've worked for. Then we have, hanging over the reading, we have the King of Pentacles. So this is like how your mind is thinking, what you're focusing on consciously, what's apparent on the surface level of the situation. And the King of Pentacles is all about that mastering the physical world, being the King of Pentacles, having an abundance of resources, of finances, having power, being mature, mastering the physical. So right off the bat, things are looking really good in terms of your and this doesn't have to just be money, but just your physical life, your day-to-day, your practical. And I know, Taurians, you really like to be comfortable. You like to have all your stuff around you. You like to be, to feel good, to treat yourself well, to be comfortable and safe and secure, grounded. So that's looking really good. Now, with that said, underneath those two cards, so the subconscious energy, what's kind of the root of what you're going through or the situation is the Five of Pentacles. This is the opposite. This is believing you don't have enough. This is believing that, why me? Why am I the victim? Why do I, this guy, he has no clothes. He's like got tattered, clothing. He's probably hungry. He's been outcast. He has nowhere to go. So he goes into this church for help. It's like feeling down on your luck. Why is the universe doing this to me? I never have what I need. I'm always getting rejected. I'm always getting the shitty end of the stick. All that kind of stuff. And this is underneath. There's something. So either this is coming from a subconscious place in you. So it's like, oh, yay, things are looking great. I've really gained a lot of resources. Financially, things are going well. I'm really in control. But deep down, there's some kind of belief that you don't have enough. You won't have enough. So there's something going on there. And then in the environment, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is holding really tight to what we've gained because we're afraid we're going to lose it. This is attaching ourselves in an unhealthy way to material items or wanting to control the situation and really overly control how things manifest and how things develop. So this message about, so here's this royal figure here, has 4 pentacles. So it's like, wow, great. I finally have a nice secure plateau. I've really amassed enough. It's balanced now. I can kind of enjoy what I've created. But the thing with this energy is the dark side of that is I don't want to let it go. What if I lose it? I've just created all this stuff and I don't want it to go away. I need to control it. I need to hoard it. I don't want to spend it. I'm nervous about, I don't have enough, or I didn't have enough in the past. This can also represent the Five of Pentacles. If this isn't a subconscious belief within yourself, this could be your experience in the long-term past. So maybe you really went through a time where you felt that, your experience was not really having enough, whether it's struggling for money or, not having even enough time, or just always feeling like you're not getting what you want. You're not like, everything, being in that lack mentality. So it could be saying, yeah, this is what you've known for so long, but things right now are different. You've got the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. That's so positive. This is such good energy. So the fact that this is showing up in the environment could be saying, because this energy is like, it's saying things are stagnating. Like you don't want to hold on so tightly that the energy stagnates. So you can't spend money and you can't make more money, right? Or the resources or the circumstance of the situation you're trying to control. It's like when we stifle it, we can mess it up. We don't just allow it and trust. There's an abundance. I'm going to get what I need and kind of let it go, because it's kind of like the thing, like, say you've worked so hard to make this money, but you can never spend it because you're so afraid of not having it. So then it just sits there and it's like you never even made anything because you're not spending it. And if you were to invest it, you would make more money. Or if you were to, it's all about that circulating energy, how our beliefs are tying into what we're experiencing in our reality. So, and then we've got your hope and fear is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is all about developing something you've worked really hard and growing that and being able to turn it into a profit, or being at that point after you've, tended your crop, watered it, nurtured it. Now it's grown. Now what do I do with it? So it seems like the hope is seeing this come to fruition, or having a payback, or being able to have something to show for your work, or show for... So okay. So then we have crossing this Nine of Coins in the present. We've got the Magician. That's great. So that's verifying and validating. You're you're manifesting right now. You are a powerful creator. You are in alignment with what you want and who you are. So, you know, the magical equation has been created. You're in the flow. You're in harmony with the universe. So you're able to pull in and manifest what you want. So the Magician energy is all about creation, power, you know, knowing the secret, having the magic formula, having everything in balance and just the right amount, where you're able to create and bring down from the spiritual realms what you want in the practical realm. So things are looking good. This is validating for you that whatever goal you're working on, or resource you're acquiring, or finances, it can even be, I don't really see it as in terms of a relationship, but like, you know, pentacles can be anything in the physical, anything we're manifesting or working with in the 3D. It's validating that you have attracted this, you are attracting this, you have done the work, you're in the right place. This isn't like an illusion that you have a good financial standing or good resources or enough. This is true. You have done the work. It has worked. You're in the flow. You are manifesting. You are attracting right now. So this is like the opposite of the lack victim complex, the Five of Pentacles. So things are looking really good for you right now. So, okay, so then we have, there's just so much, oh, this is so significant, so I don't know where to go. This is the recent past. We've got the Justice energy, the Justice card. This is a major card. It's in relation to our soul growth and our soul experiences and what's in alignment with our higher self. And the Judgment card showing up in the recent past is like things have finally, the chips have fallen. Things from our past, every action, every belief, every choice, every decision has all come together, and in this one moment produced the outcome. Justice, the right outcome, the righteous decision. The writing is now on the wall. You got the answer you needed. You know what's going on. So justice. So maybe it's about, it is your time. You know, it is your time to be able to enjoy the physical more. Maybe it is your time to overcome financial difficulties. You know, maybe things are actually going in your favor. So if you do have this experience in the past of really not having enough or having a very hard time, you know, this may be over for you, and you can really let that go. You still might have some of these beliefs in your subconsciousness. So if this is resonating for you, really look at that. Look at, why do I believe the universe isn't going to give me what I need? Why do I believe that the past I have to bring the past into the present, and that's going to continue? Like, get to the bottom of these things to release them, because, you know, you can embrace things are going well for you. You can embrace the security that you're experiencing in the present. Then we see just good emotional energy. I feel like you're doing really well. This represents you, the King of Cups, so you're probably feeling really balanced emotionally. You're probably feeling like you're in a good place emotionally, like you've mastered kind of your emotions in a way. There's an emphasis on the inner life, your feelings, And then moving forward into the near future, we've got the Three of Cups. So this is a joyful celebration, celebratory energy, friendship, enjoying life, partying, feeling good, good times. So emotionally, I see, you're feeling good and it's going to continue. There's reason to celebrate. There's reason to be happy. So again, this Five of Pentacles energy keeps sticking out because it's so different and contrary to everything else that's showing up. So the fact there's like something in the subconscious or the long-term past that is not matching up with your reality right now. So you can let that go. So now, even juicier, we're coming to the outcome. Before I go there, the card on the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. So this is showing the tides are turning. Life is changing. So if you have been struggling financially, or have been left out in the cold, or have felt rejected, or misunderstood, or just like, this is not cutting it for me. Life is not giving me what I need, what I deserve. Why is this happening? If you've been in that dark place, this is, again, confirmation that tides are a-turning, times are changing. You are moving from that to a new experience. So I feel like you can trust, you might feel like, or no, I mean, I feel like you're happy and excited about these changes. So it's just validating, like, yeah, you are turning over a new leaf and things are improving for you. It's time. The universe is behind you, and, you can trust what's happening now and feel good about it and really enjoy it. The outcome is very interesting. So first, speaking on finances, we've got the Six of Pentacles here. So, oh, that's so funny. So this card is basically like the universe stepping in. By any means, it could be through a person, it could be through the lottery, it could be through a check in the mail, it could be through a kind gesture from someone, whatever it is. This is the universe stepping in and balancing what's out of balance. So if you're someone that, if it's your turn to give, if you have something to give, giving. If it's your turn to receive and you have something to receive, receiving. It's all about that reciprocal give and take, things balancing out, getting what we need. So the fact that this isn't the outcome, again, I feel like it's saying, like, yeah, it's your turn to receive, or give, or, hey, you have enough now where you can share it if that's what you feel called to do. But, look, these beggars are literally getting gold coins from this man. The scales are balancing. The 6 is a very fortuitous, balanced number. So things look, financially, things look like they have turned around. And will continue to do so. So then we've got, interestingly, so we've got the Death card, okay? So this is showing me that you are approaching a whole new reality, a whole new self, a whole new future where you're ready now to shed what parts of yourself or what parts of your life were not in alignment with yourself. You've reached a point in time now where you have grown, where you're ready now to go on to the next phase. So the analogy, the death analogy, when your soul is ready to leave, and this isn't saying literally death, but the analogy, the symbolism is, okay, your soul's done what it was meant to do on earth. Now you're ready for the higher dimension. Now you're ready for what's beyond. Now you're ready for the new phase. But to get there, you got to die. You got to leave behind what you've known. You got to leave behind who you think you are. You got to leave behind what you can't take with you. So the death energy is a very exciting card because there's changes that the universe is saying it's time, to embrace this whole new life, this whole new future. But it can be sad because we do have to leave behind some things that we might not be ready to leave behind, or we are ready to leave them behind, but we still have to mourn them and say goodbye and get adjusted to the fact that we're not going to have exactly the same life. We're kind of, it's a permanent, something is gone forever, whether that's an aspect of us, whether that's a relationship in our life, whether that's everything. Now, the second card that came out is the Three of Swords. So I feel like there's going to be something that is going to be a little sad to say goodbye to. There's going to be something that might pierce the heart, or be a heartbreak, or a disappointment, or just not fun, not a fun energy. But that's okay. That's normal. That's a normal part of being human. This is still good for you. It's kind of like, I don't know why this example is coming to me, but it's like, okay, have you ever been in a toxic relationship and like you want it to work, you want it to work, you want it to work, but finally, you know it won't work, and so then you make that decision, you grieve it. It's kind of sad coming to that realization, but at the same time, it feels good. It's almost like you can finally deal with it and move on. Finally release that tension, that pain, and heal. You know, that's what the Three of Swords is. It's releasing that pain. It's acknowledging, okay, what you're saying goodbye to, but it's not something that's going to be bad for your life. It's a good thing. It's going to enable you to embrace this new future, this new you, and it's still you. It's the truer you, though. It's accepting a life that's more in alignment with who you are. So with the Death card, you know, it's normal. There's going to be some elements of a little sadness, a little mourning, but the good far outweighs the bad. This is just a transition. And it's like growing pains, too. It might not even be something you're specifically sad about, but just having the growing pains, having that uncomfortable energy with, you know, leaving behind the cocoon and becoming a butterfly. Like, it's that epic. It's that big of a shift. And the fact that the Wheel of Fortune showed up is just like the exclamation point. Some big shifts are happening and they're good. They're meant for you. Your life is changing in a positive way. It's moving forward. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the outcome. So beautiful, beautiful energy. There is a brand new opportunity here for you. There's a brand new future, a renewed momentum, inspiration, fire, willpower, excitement, belief in something, knowing, having a whole new adventure you want to go on, having a whole new belief in something and wanting to fight for something, knowing, having a whole new direction, being fired up, being motivated. So I feel like things are looking really good for you, really positive. It's a great time. You should be feeling really good. You have a lot of things around you, a lot of resources, security, stability. I feel like you just overcame this with the Justice card. Like, I don't know if it was a karmic cycle. I don't know if it was a circumstance that was holding you up, or whatever it may be, but this has released you. You know the resolution or the outcome or the direction. There's some kind of, what's the word? Validation or culminate. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but yeah, so you're like entering this whole new positive phase in your life. The tides have turned. You don't need to bring any beliefs with you that there's not enough, you're not going to get what you want, you're going to lose everything, that the universe is going to forget about you, or whatever. You can leave those things behind. You don't have to take those with you. As you transform, as you go through this process, it'll become more and more clear to you, the new road you're on, the new reality. Yeah. So I hope that this made sense. I hope this helped you guys. If anyone wants to look at their personal situation, feel free to email me. The information for readings is below, but I can also answer questions if you have any. So I hope you guys have a great month, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.